Lagging with Nick, we dump it off like V-Rap Monovic. Sorry, homie, you know we not friends off of...
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Marcus Mariota's Titans going up against Deshaun Watson's Texans.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he will... lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Check! 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 Crash down! Crash!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here we go!
Throwing on third down, Watson. That complete to Lamar Miller. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now it'll be fourth and short.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. First down, Mariota. He will find the rookie from Western Kentucky, Taywan Taylor. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run here. It's Murray. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Normally when I talk about DeAndre Hopkins, I'm talking about accomplishments. In this case, I'm remembering that he lost nearly 600 yards in receiving from 2015. He had less than 1,000 last year.
Yeah, and his touchdowns dropped from 11 to 4, so now he's hoping for more consistent quarterback play. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 3rd down, Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Let's go!
On 4th down, Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Rashard Matthews, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A Tennessee first down. That one Mariota to Matthews. On 1st down, Murray. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Watson on first down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's second down. Throwing again is Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down, Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now it's Watson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run the counter with Murray. He's to the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DeMarco Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Lamar Miller, 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. DeMarco Murray, kiss him goodbye. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DeMarco Murray, 76 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And here comes the Texans now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Faking the give, now Watson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds his target, Fuller. That one goes for 24 yards. A first down carry now for Miller. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Watson on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They're going to run this with a tight end. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he should. Gain.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
No other way to say it, but it was an off year for DeMarco Murray in Philadelphia, and Chip Kelly's offense didn't really seem to be a fit. But when he went to Tennessee playing for Mike Mularkey, boy, did he fit in a big way.
Finished 3rd in the NFL in rushing behind Ezekiel Elliott and a late-charging Jordan Howard. He was ahead of Howard much of the year.
I remember Coach Mularkey in preseason said, DeMarco Murray's my #1 back. He'll get plenty of carries here, and he did.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mariota now on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Walker. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Here's Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And he locates Walker, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A Titan 1st down, Mariota to Walker. They run with Murray. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They go with Murray again. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Mariota. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Henry Anderson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position. Yeah,
and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Here we go. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
On second down, here's Miller. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Watson off play action. Buying time to his left. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead, and we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Mariota. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. This is brought in at the 21. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans take possession. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Sliding out of the pocket. And Nelson's got it here right side. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, it's Watson. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Ohio, here we go. Flex round. Let's go.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And a first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Here we go on 4th. Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. That one good for 7 that time. And it's good enough for a Houston first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Watch time, watch time. Here we go. White, 90. White. Ohio, 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 Ohio. Come on, let's go. Ohio, Ohio.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He completes it to Nelson. A good pickup there, a 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Let's go.
On first down, Watson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd down following the incompletion.
Ohio, Ohio.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and goal.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio, Ohio.
Out of the gun, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jeremy Sprinkle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Adoree Jackson on the return. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Murray. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. His throw incomplete. His tight end, Philip Supernall, the intended receiver. Third down here.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Mariota now from the 50. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On third down, Mariota got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A run. It's Murray. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They go back to Murray on first down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down, 9 yards to go. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Titans on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Mariota now. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Again, it's Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Mariota from the gun on third down. Flush to his right, and he'll get nothing out of that one. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Watson on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. And even 40 yards.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Wide, keep wide. Here we go! Ohio! 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 Here we go! 1, 9, 1.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Frosch, the fullback. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Offense working with a second and goal now from the 3. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans can take the lead with an extra point. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
After the interception, here's Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the rookie from USC, Adoree Jackson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with it.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney Merciless coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Now Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Titans on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Mariota finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Murray has the first down and more. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for DeMarco Murray out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Yeah, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, Miller. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. With it is Jackson. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Meanwhile, in Foxborough there in the 4th quarter, Patriots continuing to roll, opening their lead up even further. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. He's back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Slot man moves right. Mariota. And now another one thrown incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Dancing to his penny. Can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Robert Kimdichie in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14.